What's up, Porch Nation? Welcome back to Porch Nation headquarters here in Worcester, Massachusetts, the 114th most populous city in America. It was week 3 in the Greatest League, where we harvested all but 4 of the zeros in the league's win and loss columns. That's right, it's autumn, harvest season, and we're seeing those average scores grow, and this week in particular worked to smooth the playing field, set to grow anew. Yeah, there's a lot of harvest puns in this one. It's not going to get better. We had a few exciting matchups this week and finally saw more than one moderately close game. We still have so much season left, but the foundation may be laid for a few teams towards success or struggle already. Either way, let's bask in the bounty that was week 3. 8 games and enough puns for 20. Let's get into it. Alright, week 3, where to start? Well, I teased it last week, so I might as well get it over with. Let's start with the Battle of the Elliott Cousins Part 2. It's almost like I didn't show up at all this week. I'm still orange in the face from being so frustrated at Tony's performance. Thanks to me, Jalen Hurts now knows what it's like to play on a bad team. And Pete gets a W with Lamar in the starting spot for the first time this season. Meanwhile, my fellow West Division bottom dweller Alex met this week's 3rd highest score in Josh Marshall's squad. Alex must be out of his gourd over the inconsistency he's seeing in his roster, and in contrast, Josh continues to see great production from his late-round keepers. Speaking of my West compadres, Ethan stretches his comeback streak to 3 wins now. Dylan's tough start continues with another sub-zero team defensive score. Adam took Joe to task this week, winning by just over 30. See, Justin Fields can win a game. Buffalo's dominant defensive performance made more than the difference in this one. Dee came into this week looking for her first win and faced our defending champ Skinner, who hadn't lost since week 14 last season. Perfect formula for an upset. Luck would not strike 2 weeks in a row for Daniel Jones, and Skinsy joins me as the only 2 teams sub 100 this week. Josh Steinberg put up a great performance this week, but met a Burger team bolstered by Miami's big game and Mostert's 38+. Berg joins Ethan as the only 2 teams left without a loss. Now, I teased a close projected matchup between Ross and Jeff last week, and then we ended up getting just that. Another game we had featured a team without a win coming up against an undefeated team, and Ross has been lighting it up so far this season too. Keenan Allen's big game for Ross was matched and then beat by Tua, and the Philly defense also came up big for Jeff as well. Jeff snags his first win of the 2023 campaign and knocks off an undefeated Ross on his way. And now, our Yam of the Week. This one had everything you could ask for in an early season tilt. Underdog succeeding, the top 2 scoring teams of the week going head-to-head, and an undefeated team taken down by a winless team. Andy came into this one 0-2, and Steve was 2-0. Steve put up his highest score so far since joining the league in 2010. His previous personal best was set in week 4 of 2021 at 156.44. Sadly for Steve, as he pointed out in chat, he had breakout A-Chain on his bench from Miami. This is the 2nd week in a row that Andy has faced a team while they set their personal highest scores. But lucky for him, this time he posted big numbers and was our highest scoring team of the week. Alright folks, there it is, week 3. We had some fun, some laughs, I cried. Personally, I'm on to week 4, and literally so is the league. We've got some great ones lined up. We have Joe fighting to steal Burger 0 and Pete trying to do the same against Ethan. Go get 'em, big dogs. I always love seeing a 0 disappear. Speaking of which, if anybody wants to snag mine, by all means. Looking at you, Josh Marshall. Well, if I blabber on anymore, I'm liable to turn into a pumpkin, so until next week, keep thriving, Porch Nation. Bloop.